Hi, I'm Jon Decker, PGA golf instructor and author of the book, Golf is My Life, Glorifying God Through the Game. Today I want to work with you on the full swing and uphill lies. I'm on an upslope here, which means when the shot itself, when I hit it, is going to go much higher than normal. And that's one of the first adjustments that I make when I'm on an uphill lie is in my club selection. Instead of hitting, for example, if I'm 150 yards from the green, and I normally would hit an 8-iron. Instead of hitting an 8-iron, I'm going to hit a 7-iron. And if it's, depending on the severity of the slope. But this slope right here is pretty severe. And so you can see all my weight is on my right-hand side when I set up. So this makes it very difficult to shift through the shot. So it's important on the uphill lie that you can get your weight to shift through the shot. Now, many times when I work with my students, and I'm working on a level lie, is a lot of my students have what's called a reverse pivot. In other words, when they swing, their upper body tilts to the left, and then when they come through, they tilt to the right. That's called the reverse pivot. When I throw a ball, I want my weight to go from my right to my left. That's the sequence that we have when we throw a ball. When I hit a golf ball, I have the same sequence. My weight goes into my right leg, and then it goes into my left leg. So being able to create that right-left motion is what gives you power. So if I get someone, if you've been told by your instructor, or you've been told by a friend, or you feel like you have a reverse pivot, or if you look at your swing on video, and when you swing, your head and body tilts toward the target like this, put yourself on an uphill lie. Anytime I get someone with a reverse pivot, I put them on an uphill lie because gravity is your friend here. Gravity will help you get behind the ball. So my adjustment is in my club selection. I'm really not going to adjust my swing, and I am going to adjust my setup. And the key adjustment in my setup is that I tilt my shoulders this way. So I'll tilt my shoulders. Now, if I'm on a really severe uphill lie, and this is not severe, but if I was on a really severe uphill lie, I would start moving the ball back in my stance a little bit to offset that. Because if I'm on this lie right here, I can't get my weight through the shot, so I will move the ball back a little bit. But this is an uphill lie that I would see on the golf course maybe 3 or 4 times during a round of golf. I'm on the upslope. I've chosen an extra club. I'm going to tilt my shoulders with the slope. And from there, I'm just going to make my normal golf swing. Now, I hit that ball very solid, but it went very high. The main reason that I go with an extra club is to make up for the fact that my ball is going to go high in the air. I'm going to lose distance. It's easy to get the ball up in the air, but you're going to lose distance because all the energy is going up versus going out. So make sure that you adjust accordingly with your club selection. So you're going to lose anywhere from 10 or 15 yards of distance depending on the severity of the slope. And the other thing that you have to take into consideration on an uphill lie, much more than a downhill lie, and that is the wind. Because you hit the ball higher, if the wind is in your face, you're really going to lose distance. If the wind is behind you, you might pick up your normal distance. Everything that you lost in the trajectory, you may gain with the wind. And if you have a crosswind, meaning the wind is blowing left to right or right to left, you really have to play the wind because now you're hitting the ball up in the air real high. The crosswind catches it. It may blow it to the left or to the right. So there's a lot of adjustments that you make. Notice all of these adjustments are made in my setup, in my pre-shot thought process. They're not made in my swing. I'm not changing my golf swing. I'm tilting my shoulders. I'm taking an extra club or 2, depending on the situation. And then once I get the tilt to my shoulders, I'm making my normal golf swing. I'm still making a divot, and I want to go ahead from there and do everything I normally would do. Remember, if you have the reverse pivot, hit a lot of balls off uphill lies, and it's going to help you to fix that. It's going to help you to feel the sensation of going into your right side. And once you go into your right side, it makes it a lot easier to go into your left side. Try the uphill lie. If you have a reverse pivot, you need to practice this anyway because you're going to get these lies on the golf course. Put a little time into your uneven lies, and when you get out on the golf course, you're going to score a lot better.